Well, it doesn't get any bigger than this. You had in East London, Selborne College versus Grey Bloom. Selborne currently 14 on the schools ranking, as well as Grey number 1 on the schools ranking so far in 2019. Selborne College, a little bit of history, founded in 1872 by Pastor Hendrik Miller, and Selborne played its first rugby match in 1892 versus Dale College in King Williamstown. Selborne's just running a try there. It's currently 24-15, and Selborne seconds trying to claw their way back with about a minute left of play. Just talking a little bit about Selborne College as well, was named in honour of 2nd Earl of Selborne, the British High Commissioner from 1905 to 1910. They take on Grey College, founded on the 13th of October 1855, when Sir George Grey, then Governor of the Cape Colony, paid a visit to the Orange Free State and Republic and donated a sum of money towards the establishment. Lal, very good afternoon.
Afternoon, Robbie. As you can see, we have a look at the crowd at the moment as they're gathering. Both so schools are down, and there's quite a large, I think, quite a few teams, both hockey and rugby, that have come down for this festival, this derby. So the weather at the moment, we've got a bit of a breeze coming straight from our left to right of the screen. But like I said, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic game. I think it's one that Selborne have been looking forward to, and hopefully they can live up to their hype that has been at this stage. A lot of people on the ground at the moment. They can feel the vibe. It's fantastic as we just get to the closing game of this second team game in front of us.
Well, Selborne coming off, here's the Selborne side here, and we're looking at those sides. Jacques Goosen, vice captain, only 2 players back from last year, from the 2018 side, as well as Mtungwa Bapansela, 2 brilliant players. You've got to also watch young Jared Taylor, who played for SA Schools last year, and he certainly is going to be a stick against the Grey Bloom side. Watch out for Sibusiso Javu as well, fantastic player.
Yeah, we had a good win last week. Most of the guys did rest some of their players. Obviously, they've got a heavy week coming up for the next 4 games. As now we'll bring up the hopefully the Grey Bloom side will come up here. But as you can see,
only 3 players back from last year. Andre Hugo Venter, the number 2, as well as number 5, Duinvik Bucas. We've also got a couple of Grand Como guys in there. Jan Hendrik Wessels, number 1, as well as number 2, Andre Hugo Venter. Also Ian Small-Smith, he played on the wing last year in 2018. He's come in now at inside centre, and watch out for him. We've got to give a big shout out as well to Ian Small-Smith. It is his his uncle's birthday. Johan Small-Smith, very involved with Grey Bloom, and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday to Ian Small-Smith.
Yeah, Robbie, it looks like it's going to be a fantastic a game leading up today. We hope that it lives up to the hype as the second team game has here. It's been really entertaining as we've been watching. You can see from the crowds, they're all gathered in. They're starting to get ready for the start of the first team. And I think it's going to be a great derby day encounter. We've got a little bit about the ref today. I think it's Mr. Josh Kent. He'll be taking the whistle today. And we're very excited to get together for this encounter as we get ready now for the 2 first teams to take the field.
Well, let's look at a bit of the fixtures today. The under-14s went up 38-6, Grey Bloom, winning there against Selborne. Grey Bloom kept the momentum. The under-15s winning 39-6. The thirds went down 43-5. Selborne thirds went down. Third team let themselves down there, but 3 quick tries. And then the second team went down 24 to 15, and so it's certainly been a grey wave here in East London.
Yeah, it looks like as the age groups have got closer to the first team game, the schools have definitely got more competitive, and I hope that's a sign of something we're going to see today with Selborne giving everything they got against a really mighty Grey Bloom side, Robbie. So we've got a couple of tweets coming already. And Visna Echte, alles college. I'm assuming that will be for Grey.
Well, as I said, Lau, it doesn't get bigger than this. When it comes to schoolboy rugby, Grey College currently number 1. Selborne 14, certainly going to claw their way up. Some really good players. They're coming off the back of 16 border A Craven players from last year. Thanks Manus van Wyk, their college. #Vivalach.
Yeah, I just think, like I said, Selborne's sort of battled their last 3 games, just trying to working on the execution of a couple of things. But I can guarantee you they've been working hard in the background with Piwe, their coach, with Chase as well. They'll be working hard to ensure that they'll be prepared, well prepared for this game, and they'll be up for the challenge today. I'm pretty sure.
There's Captain Mapansela. He was the captain, certainly a fantastic player. Only one of 2 players back from last year, from that very successful 6 players in the SA schools, as well as 16 players playing for the Border Schools A side. It certainly was a Selborne wave last year when they were playing for Border Schools. Piwe Monlomo has now taken over the head coaching position of Border Schools, and certainly Piwe is a stepping stone. This is certainly his way to go forward, and certainly achieving a lot when it comes to coaching. And I think you need to watch that space with Piwe Monlomo.
What I enjoy about Piwe, Robbie, you know, I do ref 1 or 2 first team games. Last week I did a game, Selborne versus Grens, you know, and I had a nice chat to him. He's very open, he's very welcoming in the communication channels, and you know, if you go over to him and say, please can you give us ref some feedback on how we're doing, he's very open-minded to that, you know, and he's helping, he's willing to help both sides of the fence, which I think is very good, you know.
I think I irritate him a bit when I try to get all the stats from him all the time. And here comes Grey Blum. Certainly some big boys there.
Sitting here, Robbie, I've got an older son, he's 16, and yeah, he's pretty
I'm happy
big on that side.
I'm in the grandstand now. Yeah, certainly
look at young Hendrik Wessels, massive number 1.
Or even their number 5, Danwick Bucas, he was from last year. There's the Selborne cheerleader, getting the boys all cheered up for this big game. If you've just joined us, welcome to East London. Brought to you by School Sports Live. You can get us on our handles, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube on School Sports Live, as well as if you want to send a tweet to our hashtag SSL Rugby, and that will come straight through and we can see who's watching. I know we've got people from New Zealand, UK, Zim. Welcome to all of you.
Absolutely lovely day for running rugby at the Selborne College ground. Slight breeze coming into us at the moment where we're sitting. We're sitting sort of at the try line of the grey field, at the grey side of the field. So that just gives indication of which way the wind is blowing. It'll be at the backs of Selborne College slightly, I would say. Sort of a cross-field wind blowing.
Well, if we're looking at the Selborne side, they've played 5 games so far, won 4, lost 1. Their points for 156 and points against 96. Looking at the grey side, 6 out of 6 so far, including beating 2 teams from New Zealand, Canterbury and Southland, at the World Schools Festival, absolutely hammering them 73-26 and 54-0. You've got to listen to this. Their points for is 349, an average of 60 a game. It's outstanding.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And it's still an early season, so they'll just get better and better as they go along. We've got a couple of tweets coming in there from Rensburg. Welcome and enjoy the game with us as we have the Selborne side running on the field.
Well, we've got a fantastic crowd here in East London, and obviously Selborne reciprocating from last year.
You see the boys from Selborne just having their last moments of thoughts and prayers as they get ready for this great encounter that we are waiting and anticipating the whole week for.
Last year, Grey went up 62-32 to Selborne. So certainly Selborne's going to have to bounce back, and being a home game, it's going to be a fantastic mouthwatering game. Selborne playing towards the AstroTurf. And young Warwick Day is going to be the man to kick off. Warwick is the top point scorer currently with Selborne with 54 points. He scored 4 tries, 17 conversions. So has a fantastic boot, and he's a big boy. He ran past me a little bit earlier today. Yeah. Good head, taller than me.
Playing 10, he also interchanges a lot. You know that he sometimes plays centre as well, so you might see as the game goes some positional switches in the game.
Selborne versus Grey College here in East London. Kickoff. Ref Josh Kent joined Border Referees Association in 2006, and he sets the game off here at Selborne College. Big chase there by the boys. Big number 5, Danwick Bukes, takes the ball beautifully there.
Good set here as they look Gray look to exit.
Tian Fourie. Good box kick there from Tian Fourie. Takes Gray right up to the halfway. It's ball still in. Selborne retains possession.
It's good contact hit there by Taylor.
Damon O'Connell. Big hit there by Jerry Taylor. O'Connell. Unfortunately knocked on there by, I think it was a foot in there.
Yeah, I think it's very important that, like we're saying, Robbie, that someone work on their exit strategy very well, close the game down, slow it down slightly, just try and be clever if they're going against a bigger forward, just to make sure, that they can just make sure that this type of thing just now didn't get a hand in or a foot in, and just get it on like a unforced error on that knock on.
Had the privilege of bumping or having a chat with Andre Venter, ex-Springbok, played from 90s to 2000, went to the 99 World Cup, and we certainly send him all our wishes to get well as well. Tian Fourie. Franco Gnutze, number 8 recovering there. Tian Jonker.
Great defensive work there by Selborne.
Turnover by number 1 there, Loisa Pateni. Good work there by Pateni. Jared Taylor. Good clean out there by Pateni. O'Connell. Number 15, Javu, just couldn't get through there. O'Connell.
Advantage is being played here by the ref. I think there was an infringement for offsides from Gray.
O'Connell. Back pass. Selborne still on the run yet. Onto the halfway. O'Connell. Hits Young Goosen, SA Schools player 2018. Keeps on going the ball.
It's great work there by Selborne. There's a drive work, leg work is fantastic.
Jared Taylor. Taylor a little bit higher than in the run. Big number 8 from Tian Jonker doing some good work in the beginning here. Here goes the ball again.
It's great leg work there by Taylor, and Selborne just reading up phases again.
O'Connell. There's Taylor again. Well, the 2 SA Schools players certainly putting a hand on the ball very early. O'Connell to pick number 4, Cullen Opperman. Good retention of possession here by Selborne. O'Connell. Chumlanako Nakalashe. O'Connell controlling the game so far. Number 13 there. Mampinda. And Gray offsides.
Yeah, that is great work there. Put a lot of good phases together, Robbie. You can actually see how they're just building their way up. And I think that's what we want to see from Selborne. He's just be a little bit more patient as they were doing there, waiting for the penalty now, and I'm sure they'll put it down to the corner just in front of us. We've got Andrew Miles. Thank you, Andrew. About to cook some dinner here in China. Got the game going. Black and white fever here. Thank you from James Potchimus. Selborne always the underdogs against Gray. Hopefully they can pull off an upset. We've got Ross Broad. Let's go College.
Oh, it's a quick ball there by Selborne. Here goes the... Yeah, it's hard luck there. It's a big hit on the number 2 there, Jacques Goosen, vice captain. Having a little bit of a how's your father there. I think they're just, when you're in this position with Gray Bloom, you need to utilize your ball. Yeah. And I think a little bit of a missed opportunity there. Number 2, Andre Hugo Venter, part of last year's team, 2018. He has the big number 5. Danwick Bjerkes looks brilliant. Sorry, that's number 4, George Cronje.
Great work here by Gray. They're just working up and keeping their ball together.
Gray continue the momentum. And Gray tied 5. Got some big boys there. They're still in possession. Number 5 there, Danwick Bjerkes placing the ball nicely. Another big hit. Go forward ball there. Good leg drive there. Fourie. Oh, Goosen's got his hands on the ball there. Fourie. Duplessis. Oh, Selborne's putting pressure on. Yeah! Good recovery by number 11, JP van Zyl. He's looking for support. Oh, Sibusiso Javu just couldn't hold the ball.
It's moments like that, Robbie, that you've got to be clinical. You've got to pick up on those mistakes. They've had Gray twice now on the turnover ball, and I think Selborne need to counteract very quickly onto that, get that ball as wide as possible, and try and get some reward for that.
I think JP van Zyl didn't have any support there. He was looking, and then eventually Javo came on there, but then I think Javo wasn't expecting the ball, and that created the mistake. Well, we hear Selborne 0, Gray 0. 5 minutes and 36 gone.
It's very good work there from the Grey Force, from that line that they build away up, and then from a mistake on that.
MTN is definitely SA's best network. Thanks to MTN for the sponsorship and support here with School Sports Live. Fourie, Duplessis with a big boot. Bata all the way. Oh!
Now, it was a great exit kick there by the fly half from Gray, looking just to clear the space, and a good little counter attack there by the fullback of I think it was the fullback or the left. Yeah, it was the fullback of
we see the
Selborne.
replay, yeah, Lyle.
You can just see the pass just going back there, a little bit backward, and you can see how they pounced on it. Yet again, another bad pass, making it even worse, and that's why I think Selborne just needed to hold on to that ball there, Robbie, just to secure a bit of phase, and I think it would have been a lot different.
Good go foot momentum. Well, Grey College still on defence here, just outside there. Good long pass there by Fourie. Number 10 straight through there, Duplessis, all the way to their number 14, Oudendal, who chips it straight across.
Yeah.
Fantastic try there by Gray Blum.
It was such good vision there by the outside guy, knowing that he had men outside. He didn't really have anybody to pass to, Robbie. He saw the left wing in the middle of the field and thought, well, I'm just going to kick her across to you and you can just go and score. Great work by the number 11, Franco Kutsa. Absolutely great vision there by the fullback. It was Nabu Sokoi. Absolutely, this is what makes him so good. Their vision and their thought process. Just watch their hands going through here, Robbie. Space on the outside, a little bit far away, long pass out to the fullback who gathers, and then he looks up and says, hang on, boom. Fantastic work.
You know, Lyle, you can't coach it. That is just rugby mentality to the max. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. And to that vision, to kick that across, he actually looked up, didn't panic, and got the ball straight across.
Just before that, I was actually going to think myself, how is he going to make this into a pass on the inside? He didn't really have anybody to pass to.
Yeah.
And that was fantastic work by the fullback. Just vision up, looking up. We want to teach runners and rugby players, once they get into space, to look up into the next phase. He did that exceptionally well.
Here's the try scorer, Nutsa. Long pass to their number 10.
Jeez.
Duplessis.
Monster boot on this guy.
Bangs it right down to almost the halfway.
into Selborne's half.
Into Selborne's half.
You see, they've got good exit strategy. They keep it simple, Robbie. Ball come down to the left side, pass to the fullback or the fly-off that's in space, and gets it downfield. It's simple running, simple rugby, and puts them on the front foot yet again.
You can see Wesley Moss in the background there as one of the touchline. Goosen going for the front again.
Execution's not very good here by Selborne. Just putting themselves under a bit of pressure.
Selborne in possession. O'Connell. Back to Jared Taylor. O'Connell again. Back to Goosen. Well, certainly the two SA schools players putting their hands on the ball as much as possible. Peteni. Peteni's really stood up in the last 10 minutes. O'Connell, Day. Has their big lock. Van Frieden. Day again holding the ball nicely there. Needs to go to ground. Good support there. Good support by number 6 there. Joshua Van Frieden. Selborne still in possession with the ball. O'Connell straight through the gap. Just closed as he took it. Turnover here by Gray. Gray on attack now onto the 22 of Selborne. Then number 9, Duplessis Fourie. Oh, it's a turnover there. Number 5 from Selborne securing the ball there, Matthew Tonkin. Selborne needs to secure their possession. Good work there by Tonkin. Peteni.
work rate is exceptional at the moment. Robbie, being 2 good carries from him.
Selborne playing behind the gain line. O'Connell, Workday, option of a longer pass. It's the right option. Well, Gray's got to roll away from there. O'Connell, Workday just trying to take it up. He's a strong boy. Oh, I think it's around the neck, that. Still around the neck. Josh Kent going against Selborne and saying, no, hold up.
A lot of phases in the previous phase there. You can have a look here. Someone's just running the lines there. Yari is again very good carry by him. He's had 1 or 2 very good carries. His body position is exceptionally good, and you can actually see now as the ball came back. I think Selborne, is just trying to run themselves out of trouble instead of actually just being as simple. Ball behind them, the wind's behind them, kick it downfield and just give themselves a bit of breathing space at the moment.
Yeah.
I just feel they're trying to get themselves run themselves out of space, Robbie, which has just put them on the back foot a bit.
That's the ref there, Josh Kent. Mike Cockett, Fred Dark and Tony Dominic encouraged him to get into reffing. And in 2008 he was invited to Grade B and contended for a spot on the SA Rugby Contenders squad. And proud sponsors of Selborne College is the Yebo Tanks and Puma.
Yeah, we're just having a break here, folks. As you can see, the 2 different views on how they're going to go. Someone's ball retention has been very good, Robbie. They've made phases, but they need to making sure that they're going forward with the ball. They seem to be just going a little bit lateral across the field. And I think for them is it's good keeping the ball, but you need to be trying to keep the ball with still going forward off the front foot. So hopefully they can just clean it up a little bit and just try and move a little bit more forward as they go along.
Tian Yonke, sorry, my apologies, Fourie. Tian Fourie's to put the ball in, played for Grand Como last year. Break off by number 8, Tian Yonke to Fourie. Fourie back with it.
Yeah, little knock on there.
Couldn't hold on to the ball there. Well spotted there by the referee.
I think he got a call there by the touch judge, who was in a slightly better position.
Lal, I think you're right. Selborne trying to play in their 22, or actually from their 10-yard. They need to put the ball down. But how dangerous is Gray? You've got to make sure that kick is good.
I think you also got to realize your strategy in the big end. When you're playing against a big side that's going to come at you all the time, you need to try and just take the time away, get down the field, use the clock to your advantage. I think the more you want to play with the ball, the more chance you're going to do of either making a mistake. So they've just got to be careful in how they go about it. But I'm sure Pibes, he knows what he's doing, and they must just stick to what they know. We've got a tight head.
Tight head there. Fourie, Duplessis, long pass to their number 11, Franco Nutza. Kutzes looks like something to watch for sure. Possession there, Fourie. Their number 2, Andre Hugo Fenter. One of 3 that are back from last year. Oh, big hit there by Jared Taylor and Selborne. But good leg drive by their number 4 there, George Cronier. Oh, slight knock on there.
Yeah.
Scrum down to Selborne.
Yeah, Selborne a bit lucky there on that. With that, just looked like a great carry there by the 8. I think it was Tian Yonke. You got a massive hit by Jacques Huisen, but he managed to hold it off and keep on moving forward, which is fantastic. And like we said yet again, Selborne win a good had their ball, turnover ball yet again, and they still seem to be just trying to fight their way out of the 22. The wind is blowing at their backs, Robbie. I would try and as best as possible just try and gather some momentum, get into the other half, and then restart again.
Because Warwickdale has got a good boot.
Yeah,
he could be standing a bit shallow. I think just assessing from this side. Josh Kent saying no, so Will.
Scrum's just pushing a bit up, but laterally up.
I'd love to see the size, the total pack sizes of these 2 teams.
These boys are well built nowadays. You can see the physical conditioning for the Grey boys is immense.
Jared Taylor is not a small boy, and he looks small. So it's 14 minutes down. Grey College 7 up here against Selborne in East London. O'Connell, Day. Yeah, young Mapansela just couldn't hold the ball there, the captain.
Unfortunately, Grey's backline was deemed to be offsides.
So Warwickdale to get Selborne out of the red zone. That's a fantastic kick. Is it out? Yeah, great kick all the way right up to the halfway line. Good kick there, Warwick Day. Take a bow. It's a fantastic kick against the wind.
Yeah, and like I said, I think Selborne just need to try and get themselves settled. Their phases need to be a bit more direct. I see they're going yet again to the front of the line out, and they're going to work their way back up the field now. It's a great carry there.
O'Connell, good hands there by Taylor. Oh,
Yeah, just like we said, they just need to, the execution's got to be a little bit better, Robbie. They're just making 1 or 2 errors in the wrong part of the game. Lineout was on the halfway, and yet again, I think every single line we've seen from Selborne has been straight to the front, back to the scrum off. So they're not obviously wanting to they're trying to secure their ball better, and then yet again they've lost now 5 to 10 meters as it's gone back and knocked on by one of their locks.
We see Cassie van Heerden's just walked past. He's the physio for Selborne College. Been there since 2009, so certainly been through a lot as Cassie. He was with Border Rugby as well in 97, all the way through with Gert Smal, Ian Snook, as well as Rudolph Straley. So certainly a man that's paid his dues, dues to rugby, hasn't he?
Yeah, he might be a Grey Bloom boy.
He is. He is indeed. So Ian Small-Smith, number 12 for Grey Bloom. Played wing last year.
Great defensive lines here by Selborne.
Fourie to get the ball. Great big lock. George Cronier. Fourie. Duplessis. Oh. Grey Bloom still in possession with the ball. Fourie looking for the ball. Back to their big number 3, Petrus Nordia. And number 2, Andre Hugo Venter. Long pass by him. Little dab through by Grey Bloom. And it takes Grey Bloom just out of Selborne's 22.
Yeah, you can just see that the execution, the defensive Selborne backline has been pretty good. They're just closing them down as best they can. And which is credit to the centre. I think it was actually from his experiences, the captain Mapancelo just closed down the outside centre there and just managed to get them on the back foot.
Well, Selborne's gone for this again. That's been 4 in a row. Long pass there by the number 8, Tian Jonker. He made the Grand Coma last year. A couple of their boys did make Grand Coma. Number 1, Jan Hendrik Wessels, as well as Dion Leroux, number 7 and number 8, Tian Jonker.
You can see a Grey, there was a little knock on the inch to touch, and they have an option, scrum or line out, and they've chosen to go for a line out. And I can guarantee you now this will be a 4-ball or 2-ball to the front, and they're going to drive from this here.
When you got tall timber like that, yeah, a little bit scrappy, and Selborne secured possession. Damon O'Connell, no, turnover again. Big hit there by number 2, Andre Hugo Venter. Oh, big hit there by the number 4, George Cronier. Bollocking run there. Grey Bloom still in possession. Fourie. Good leg drive there. Fourie still in possession. To their number 2, Andre Hugo Venter. Venter held up, but quick ball to Cronier. Ricardo Fourie doing fantastic work there. Fourie. Jan Hendrik Wessels couldn't get the pass, and well recovered there by Joshua van Vreden.
Joshua Tonkin the lock.
My apologies, no Tonkin.
Ball's out to Goosen now.
Apologies, Matthew Tonkin. Warwick Day, long pass there, Mapantela. And it's going through to Javu. Javu all the way for Selborne. Can he go? Taking Selborne right just out of the Grey Bloom 22. Little dab through by Mapinda. Should have held on to possession there, Selborne. All the way back to Nabo Sokoyi. Kicking it all the way back down to over the halfway of Selborne. Selborne back on the attack. Here goes Javu. O'Connell. Nakalashe. Good retention here by Selborne. Long pass to Workday. Peteni. Loyiso Peteni. Workday. Yeah, Selborne standing still. O'Connell. So Selborne taking it over their 10-yard. O'Connell. To the boot there by Selborne. Big pressure here on Selborne. Yeah, all the way through to Gray 10-yard. He has the replay.
And you can see as he hit the gap here, and this, let me tell you folks, this guy has got immense pace. Great working here, he's working towards the inside, looking for some more support runners, and he just lost a bit of focus here, getting down. Great defensive work here by Gray as they got across and got in their numbers. And then I think this is the next pass going through here. The idea was when I looked at it was I would have probably done the same thing. The execution of the kick wasn't great, Robbie. I think I would have maybe chipped it over into the space. And great steal there by Selborne.
Andre Hugo Fenter couldn't find his player there. Here goes Quirson. Oh, it's a big clash there between Andre Hugo Fenter and Quirson at the moment. O'Connell. A good leg drive there by Selborne. They've got to get to ground. Big number 4 from Grey Blum. George Cronje got his paws on the turnover ball. It's like walking into a massive...
There's some big units out here, Robbie. Let me not tell you. Even the back down there, some big guys. Number 11, Knutze. Yeah, let me tell you, folks, he's not a small guy. But yet again, Selborne working their phases down. They just seem to be losing them at the wrong time, not being able to just execute better. But yet again, they're in the game. Yeah. The wind's starting to pick up a bit more, as we can feel it in our faces here. I'm actually not too sure as we're sitting here if it's at the back of Gray or if at the back of Selborne, to be honest with you. But like I said, both sides wanting to run the ball. They're keeping the ball alive. They're keeping the momentum going. Just one or two sort of critical knock-ons every now and then. They're just stopping the momentum as we have a look here. Great running rugby here by Mapansela off to Java. You can see the great pace in the outside and moving his way inside, which was the right thing. Looking to offload, which it would be maybe a 9 was looking too much. But great defensive work here by Gray. They just kept on being. They got their numbers. And like I said, yeah, perfect line there. Maybe should have been execution of the kick. Should be a little bit better.
Young Chulamnako Nakalashe, number 3 from Selborne, was down. He's back on his feet. And Selborne certainly not stepping back to this challenge from Grey Blum. Number 5 for Selborne, Matthew Tonkin's doing a lot of work in the tights. He's getting stuck in and.
He's not a big boy. I mean, we've got Tando Zonamze. Come on, Selborne. Another MJ Foster. Let's go, College.
Cronje puts it all the way down.
And it's great work here. We've got Hashant Hayward. Let's go, College. I don't know if it's College for Selborne or College for Grey Blum. Trent Quinnan. Let's go, Selborne. We're bringing all yous through hashtag School Sports Live, guys. It's brought to you all around the globe through our Twitter page, Facebook page, and get us on YouTube, guys.
Jacques Quisson in the picture there, vice captain of Selborne. They've gone up for the ball. I think it's a bit of an option. Selborne still in possession. Good leg driver there by Masters. Selborne still in possession. O'Connell. Workday. Taking it up there, Workday. Top point scorer here for Selborne at the moment in the season for 2019. 54 points. And there goes the man, Matthew Tonkin again. Maponsela, the captain, just taking it up. Here goes Javu. Javu slotting into scrum off there. Pass to Workday. Workday hitting it up. Not scared to take the contact. O'Connell. Maponsela. Good clearing there by Javu. O'Connell. Here goes. Oh, here goes Day. Workday. Good offload there to Jared Taylor. O'Connell in possession. Here goes Nakalashe. Oh, good hands there by Javu. Selborne gone. Number 11 for JP van Zyl, good leg drive there. O'Connell waiting for someone to run onto the ball. There goes big lock. Cullen Opperman. O'Connell. Here goes Jared. Oh, good change in direction there. Bata. Bata! Great leg steps there by Bata. Well, Grey Bloom have to be careful of playing the man without. There we go.
There
penalty there by Josh Kerr.
Great phases put together there by Selborne, Robbie. 1, 2, 3. They kept their ball retention. They kept on moving. That's what we were talking about earlier, where they weren't making any yards. Now they're starting to make yards. They're putting pressure on Grey. The minute they start going with great interpassing, coming back inside, trying to keep that ball alive. And like I said, there was an early infringement that obviously the ref was playing advantage through, and that's purely based on the phases that they're putting together. The more phases you put together, the more the defence gets a little bit edgy, and leads to a penalty and or gaps in the play. So
Lawula Bata, number 14, Selborne, did fantastic. That line he brought back in, he made another 10 meters from that decision.
Yeah. So that's what we want to see. We want to try and see your wings coming back in on the space. I don't know what's happening here. We're just having a chat.
Well, I'm just checking out. Andre Hugo Fenter definitely looks like Andre Fenter. So I think that could be his lighty. I hope so. I hope that I get that one right.
It's in front of him. Yeah, Robbie. We'll give it to you.
No, that's Jan Hendrik Vessel.
Okay, I'll just see you turn around. Yeah.
Well, game on here. 26 points. 26 minutes gone. Grey College 7, Selborne 0, with the kick to come with from Warwick Day, number 10 from Selborne. He is the top point scorer in Selborne at the moment. He's scored 4 tries and 17 conversions. Can this be his 18th? Very strong crosswind, Lau.
Yeah, where we're sitting, Robbie, it's not really. I'm just trying to still figure out which way the wind is blowing. I know if we're a little bit sheltered from the big tree on our right. But Warwick will look to just keep his head down and just try and add the 3 points on.
Keeps his head down, pull to the right, and that will take Grey College back to the 22. Hard luck there to Warwick Day. Certainly kept his head down. He listened to you, Lal.
I think his direction was just a little bit off on that kick. As now look as Grey will reset. But Selborne definitely having a lot of possession in the first half, and they need to try and get some points for that.
That's a big kick there. FC Du Plessis. The Bulls got the ball. Goose. You near the Goose. He really makes go for it. Pateni. Mapansela. I like when Mangutwa Mapansela gets the ball. He looks exciting. Looks like he can break that tackle. Knock on there by Grey Bloom. But big number 8. Go Masters. Selborne still in possession. Jared Taylor over the ball. Good run there by Raiden Masters. Yes, but Pateni. Selborne, it's all Selborne here on the 20 on Grey's 22. Good clean out there by number 4, Cullen Opperman from Selborne. Well, certainly cracks in the defense of Grey. Selborne still in possession. O'Connell, Pateni. Oh, Pateni just couldn't hold the ball there.
There was good work from Selborne there. They lost the ball in contact early on. It was turned over onto the Grey side, and then a little knock on there by Grey. And yet again, like we were saying, with those opportunities you get when you get a knock on, you've got to pounce on it, you've got to turn around, you've got to run back and get as much. And that's what the 2 Oaks did. I think it was the Selborne JP van Zyl really looked good and ran hard. Yeah. And I think these are the things that Selborne have just got to work on, those little mistakes that they're making now. They had numbers on the outside there if they had gone wide. They just got to be a little bit more clinical, Robbie.
Yeah, when you're in their 22, when you're in Grey Bloom's 22, you got to strike. Yeah. Tianyonka to Fourie.
Oh, touchdown, yeah.
Masters to number 14. Lawula Bata from Selborne. Wow, how did that change? How did that change? Lawula Bata take a bow out of nothing, now.
It was just an absolutely horrific kick from the fullback. Ball was obviously, as you can see it, a pass down to the left footer kicker, which would be the right thing. his execution wasn't great, and it basically charged. It was a charge down, and Batu pounced on it like a rabbit and a hare. Psst, gone. You can watch it here. You can just see the execution here, passed out, and he just kicked it too flat off the Selborne foot, back into play. It's a charge down. Batu reacted in great speed, and 5 points for
Simple
Selborne.
exit plan, turned over. Well done, Selborne. Warwick Day to take the kick here. On the 22. Great footage from our School Sports Live cameraman. Pulls to the right, does Warwick Day, and he stays on 17 conversions for the season thus far.
You can just watch here again, outside wide, he just hanged it down straight off the knee, and Batu just bounced on it. Absolutely, he was quick onto that ball, and like I said, a bad execution led to a great opportunity for Selborne, which they took.
Mapatela didn't panic there as well. He just tapped the ball through. Great soccer skills, and Gray on it. Selborne defense here. Damon O'Connell, Pateni, Selborne, Javo opting to kick across down the throat of Grey Blum. Grey Blum in possession here, number 15, Sokoyi. Grey Blum still in possession, ball's out. Fourie, big number 4, Grunier, makes 5 meters. Fourie. Long pass there to their number 1, Vessels. All the way through to their number 11, Franco Kutza. Well, talk about bouncing back.
It was so good to watch. Just quick interhands. Ball came down on the outside. They spread it being from a misguided kick. It was a nothing kick from the fullback. And we ended up Franco Kutza going down for his second try today. But great work from Grace. You can watch it was a bad kick here by Selborne. They set up the phases and the ball just goes very quickly. Bang, 1-2. Look at that extra pass. Nothing wide. Out he goes. Man on man, and there was absolutely nothing that Selborne could do defensively.
Interaction between the backs and the forwards
was very good.
Outstanding.
And like I said, it was just a nothing kick from Selborne. They just kicked it down the middle of the field onto the fullback. The fullback counter-attacked, set up the phases, brought it back down the field, and easy as you like. A great try from the Greys side.
Great camera angle there from our School Sports Live cameraman. Pulled to the left there by the number 10, FC Duplessis. So that takes us 33 minutes gone. Grey College 12, Selborne 5 here in East London. What a contest.
Very much so. As we have a look here down, the ball retention here from Grey was very good. It was very quick. It was slick. You can see the long passes, outside passes, drawing main was fantastic, one-on-one. What I do like, you can see we try and teach our backline players to run straight lines, and that's what they did there. It was great work there by Grey College.
Well, we go back to the game. Penalty to Selborne, just outside Grey's 22. Decision time here for Selborne. I would say into the corner and put pressure.
Yeah. We've got probably about a minute to go for half time, or 2 or 3 minutes regarding injuries.
Warwick Day finding touch there. Just 10 meters into the Grey 22, certainly on attack. What is Gerson going to call? Played SA Schools last year, number 2, Jacques Gerson. Great jump there by Matthew Tonkin. Taylor with his hands on the ball. O'Connell, Pateni. O'Connell, back to Gerson. He needs support there. O'Connell, onto Jared Taylor. Good leg drive there by Jared Taylor. O'Connell again onto, that's the number 4, Opperman. O'Connell. Selborne. It's all Selborne here on the try line. Goosen's got his hands on the ball. Jacques Goosen just can't get through. Hits a brick wall there. O'Connell.
There's a lot of men open on the outside if someone just pass that ball down.
Opperman. Well, Selborne all on attack here on the 5-yard of Grey Bloem. Here goes Jacques Goosen, running lateral. O'Connell. Taylor. Mapinda's in possession there for Selborne. O'Connell, good hands there. Jared Taylor trying to find something to run on it onto him. O'Connell to Warwick Day. My apologies, that's Masters. Radon Masters. O'Connell to big Jared Taylor. Well, Selborne certainly giving it everything they can. Number 14, Bata calling for the ball. O'Connell. Big leg drive there by Selborne. O'Connell back. Oh, my Peteni. Renza Antoni. Yeah, that was good momentum, good phase play by Selborne, much better. That's how you beat Grey Bloem.
I think also, Robbie, I just want to let you know that they had times where I would have gone a bit, let the ball go a bit wider, quicker, that 2 or 3 men over on the left-hand side. But yet again, they went right. I would have liked to see that ball just go bang, bang quickly to the left. There were numbers on the outside, and Selborne opted just to take another pick and go, and they nearly lost it there. Mr. Kentini, that there were men offsides at the breakdown, and he was playing advantage. And I think Selborne, yet again, they're in the game. Looks like it's going to be the last kick before half-time. And let's just see what Warwick Day is going to do here. Great ball retention from Selborne. They were going back a bit too, but they managed to keep their ball.
Well, if Warwick Day gets this over, it's 18 conversions. He's the top point scorer this season. Head down, straight over. That takes him up to 18 conversions. And that's it, folks. Grey College 12, Selborne 8. And that will take us to half-time. Lal, thoughts of the game?
I think both sides have it's been a bit scrappy here with a couple of mistakes there, but give no credit. They're punching above their weight here, Selborne, and yet they keep in possession. I think possession, if you look at it in the first half, was a lot more with Selborne, but Grey, when they've had ball in hand, they've been very dangerous. They've scored twice like that, and it's going to be a very interesting second half as we come back here just now.
That's our half-time, 12-8. Selborne College down 8 and Grey College 12. We'll catch you in the second half.
Jason about you, eh?
Yeah, welcome back here to East London, the home of certainly rugby in the Eastern Cape. Selborne College 8 and Grey College 12, half-time. It's been a fantastic match here. The crowd certainly enthralled with some exciting rugby, and Grey College is certainly looking, Selborne putting a lot of pressure now on Grey.
Yeah, like I was saying, the Selborne pounced on their one try that they got was obviously against the run of play, which was a defensive kick by the one of the Grey guys, and they pounced on it from a charge down. But like I said, they've got to work hard for their ball. They've got to try and keep the ball. They've got to work phases together. That's how they're going to. The object of the game is very simple. If you got the ball, keep the ball, you score points.
Yeah.
And I think Selborne's strategy is to try and keep the ball as long as they can. They know they've got to work hard against a side like Grey College. And Grey, when they've got the ball in hand, they are looking absolutely dangerous. Yeah. And barring one or two small knock-ons in that, like I said, they've let someone off the hook. But all credit to Grey, 12-8 up. But let's not take away from Selborne. They've really done well in managing to keep hold of the ball and possession as much as they had. And we're going to be looking forward to, I'm sure what I would do with Grey is to try and keep ball a little bit more, spread it wide, and try and move around the field as best they can.
Well, if you just joined us, welcome to everybody across the globe. This is School Sports Live, and you can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, as well as if you want to send us a tweet, hashtag SSL Rugby, and you can send us a tweet here. We'll get it in the commentary booth.
You can have a look at the crowd that we're getting here. We're waiting now as we're waiting for Selborne to come out of the changing rooms, as the wind's really picked up now from blowing at East London. It should be at the back of the Grey Bloom boys.
So we're just waiting for Selborne to come back. A couple of interesting facts as well. Selborne will celebrate their 150th in 2022. So that's around the corner actually. And Founders Day is on the 11th of October 2019. More than 500 old boys come together from all over the globe, and they come here to Selborne College. Some good hockey last night as well. School Sports Live brought you hockey. It was a 2-2 draw last night. A big mention also must go to our two alumni umpires that are from the Eastern Cape here, John Wright and Dion Nell. They've both got 100 international matches, as well as including Olympics and World Champ finals. Massive for hockey. They've also been into the Olympics and World Champ finals. So Selborne coming back onto the field now. Grey Bloom to kick off. Young FC Duplessis Ball in hand.
That's going to see how someone are going to take this. So they're going to keep their tactic on trying to keep the ball and just work their way up the field. They haven't really kicked much away, except for the once when they kicked it away down the middle of the field and turn around ball, and Gray scored.
Just quickly on that hockey, to put it into context, only 43 umpires have reached milestones since 1984. 3 are old Selbornians.
Yep.
And he has the kickoff from Gray Blum. Good take there by Jabu. Oh. Huerson stopped in his tracks there. O'Connell. Masters. Good leg drive there by Masters. Selborne in possession. Here goes Mapansela. Makes 10 meters there. Mapansela needs to release the ball. O'Connell to Opperman. Cullen Opperman. O'Connell. Dab through there by Mapinda, number 13 of the Selborne there. And Gray Blum in possession. Number 9, Fourie, waiting for the ball. Also looks like a lot of talent, this young Fourie. Oh, big number 1, Jan Hendrik Wessels. Retaining the kick.
It's the last guy I thought would be up and down on that ball.
Through there by Gray Blum. Oh, good
Great
tackle there by young Javu. Gray Blum opting to take it back inside and outside again. Duplessis. It's the grey wave coming through now. Fourie to their big lock, George Cronier. Number 1, Jan Hendrik Wessels, done some big work in the tight. To his number 3, Nordia. Turnover there by Selborne.
We just got a man down here at the moment on the Grey side, far back, but that was fantastic work from Grey as they worked their way up the field. You can see their running lines are great. We can have a watch as they just worked his way in, and the offload was just out of the. You'll see picked it up, and he just tried to give it a little back pass there, and unfortunately, just a little knock on there by the arriving player from Grey. But a lot better work from Grey. The intensity seems to be a lot bigger. Picked it up. They want to try and move that ball around. The interpassing between the two has been fantastic. We just got an injury to the far side to one of the Grey boys as he's gone down. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there might have been a replacement on as well at halftime to the Grey side. I think one of their locks has been replaced. Looked like he took a head hit.
Number 1 from Gray Blum, Jan Hendrik Wessels, played Grand Como last year. Done some mammoth work in the tight and the loose.
Absolutely love that ball kick, box kick there by the number 9. It just shows you how big he's a massive unit. We've got Storm Snelly, Selborne crowd is world class. Mr. Banter, let's go boys. The crowd here is fantastic, folks. We've got Roven Liedenberg, Grey. Tendai, Chirinda, some quality rugby going on. It's very physical out there, I must admit. Tendai, very physical, and both sides are living up to the expectations of today's game.
So Selborne on defence here, on their 5. Good feed in there by Connell. Big number 8, Masters. Good go forward ball there by Raiden Masters. Very underrated, Raiden Masters. Played for the World's schoolboy team this last year. Goes.
Just spread wide here, they've got hands open.
Yes. And there goes Day, just couldn't get 2 hands on the ball.
Oh!
There goes Huerson to the number 11. JP Van Sale. Good hands by Huerson. Good clean out there as well by Huerson. JP Van Sale, great hands there. O'Connell. There goes Nakalashe. O'Connell. Better play here by Selborne. Good hands into licking. And an unfortunate knock on just over the halfway line there. Great put in.
We had a great few there, Robbie, from where we were sitting from that scrum and that ball, that build up from Selborne, and we called it here, as we said, go out left. I think if Warwick Day just given that ball a little bit earlier, they would have had a little bit more time to get this ball away. But great interpassing. It's cute. JP van Wessels looking to come back inside. Some of his players that are overrunning, the ball got down, and yet again they're building. So great work from Selborne to just sometimes kicking is one option, but when you look up when you've got a couple of players open, their counter-attacking was fantastic.
Yeah. And it's good to see that they're giving it to the guys as well, which was good. So great put in there. Fourie Duplessis. Duplessis got a fantastic pass. Long pass all the way through to the number 14. Urenda. Sorry, number 11 there. Nutsa. Oh, and number 11. JP van Zyl takes it over the try line, and it's a 5-yard scrum to Gray.
Yeah, a little error there by the fullback, or I think I'm not too sure if it was the fullback from Selborne, but just carrying the ball back. He could have maybe just shoved it over and then dotted it down, but safety first, I think, and that was maybe the right thing. But I can guarantee now you're going to see a well-executed play here. You can see they've brought in the inside centre, outside centre standing together.
Gray's got a big number 8 as well, Tian Jonker. Tian Fourie to feed the ball in there for Grey Blom. Yeah, there's Jonker. Straight down to the number 13 there. Botha. Here goes Duplessis. Duplessis all the way through. Knocked on by Duplessis. Oh, great work there by number 12, Mapansela, the captain of Selborne, putting his hands on the ball there over the try line. There's the replay.
Great setup, great. Everything was perfect here, like you said. The execution was fantastic. You can see the 10 hitting the absolute perfect line. And as he was going over, the tackle there just lost the ball forward. Great defensive work there from Selborne. You never know what happens in the in-goal area, and yet again got away with murder there.
Yeah, Mapansela did fantastically there, the captain of Selborne. So Selborne back on defense here. His master's going to pick up and go. Get that go forward momentum. Take some pressure off Warwick. Yeah. They're going blindside. Here goes Masters. Up to Hussen. There goes van Zyl. Back to O'Connell. Good work for the number 9 to get all the way there. There goes Jared Taylor. Need quicker ball. Opperman. O'Connell. Mapansela, the captain. Long pass through to... There goes Javu. Javu chips it through.
It's again the exit strategy from Selborne has been fantastic. Not kicking the ball away. Choosing to run it, but the interpassing between the two. He has a quick ball passing up.
Long throw by Gray. Dab through. Their big wing coming through, but too far. Takes Selborne.
Selborne's wings need to just be careful on that, and they're not going to cross lines into players and stop them and obstruct them. And I think JP van Zyl was a bit lucky to get away there. He really ran in the way, and I think he's just got to be careful on what he does in the next time. He might be penalised on that.
So far, Josh Kent done very well with the reffing, Lyle.
I think he's handled and managed the game well. He's tried to let the game flow, and at this stage, like I said, it's been well contested. It's been a very well fought over match between Rucktown. Both teams really retaining their ball very well.
Question to feed the ball. Yeah. Young Matthew Tonkin skew throw. And scrum down to Grey Blom on attack. 10 metres out of the Selborne 22. 17 on for Jan Hendrik Wessels. For Grey Blom. Here's the coach, Piwan Lomlomo. Sharks Academy, Southern Kings, Selborne 2018. 6 SA players in 2018, SA schools. And he's now is the 2019 Border Cravenwick A coach as well. A lot more accolades coming for his way. 13. Number 13 for Blom, Leslie Botha is also powerful. Got Duplessis. Good leg drive there by Ian Small-Smith. Fourie. Long pass there. Good interaction there between backs and forwards. Bit of pressure here. You can see some very concerned supporters there.
It was great work there. Yet again, interpassing was fantastic. The idea was superb. They had numbers on the outside, but just the execution yet again we've spoken about. from the grey side, just knocked into a little knock on there. And scrum down now to Selborne, who's soaking in all the pressure that they can take at the moment. And really Grey's trying to just put their foot down a little bit. And Selborne, yet again, they're just leading them into making 1 or 2 errors just at the correct time.
Feed in here by Damon O'Connell. Scrum off for Selborne. Radon Masters at the back. Warwick Day. Van Zyl. O'Connell. Good break there. Good retention there by Selborne. O'Connell. Here goes Masters. Good leg drive there by Radon Masters. Selborne taking it just inside there, halfway. Pateni just couldn't hold on to the ball. Third knock on by the young man. You'll be disappointed with that.
A little bit over eager. I think he saw something in front of him and he wanted to go, and he realized he's got to catch the ball. Yet again, their work rate has been very good. Their ball retention very good. But they've just got to make sure that they take out these errors from the game. Just slowing the game down a bit. It's been scrappy from both sides.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can just start settling into a groove.
We've got an injury down far side of the field. Selborne player. Yebo Tanks and Puma, proud sponsors of Selborne College Rugby 2019. We're just talking a little bit about Puma Nomlomo, the coach there. He shadowed the South African under-18 coach last year. He was also coach of the World Schools team. It was basically like a barbarian side, Lal.
Yep.
And he said he really enjoyed that. And I certainly think you've got to watch that this space with Puma Nomlomo as a coach.
A lovely fellow, lovely to chat to about rugby. He loves rugby. He's a very honest guy, very open guy, which is quite nice. And it's nice to work with coaches like that. You prepare to just work with you on and off the field, which is fantastic. You can have a look at the crowd. We've got some girls here from Clarendon Girls High School. They're sitting down watching their brother school, Selborne College, and taking on the might of the Grey College of Bloemfontein.
Grey, etched in history as well. Produced so many Springboks. 38 Springboks. Paul Roos is the most with 50. Well met there by Warwick Day of Selborne. Good defense. Du Plessis on the ball. Here goes the big number 3, Petrus Nordia.
Oh, great work.
Big leg drive there by their number 4, George Cunha. Grey in possession. Yeah, number 13 is powerful, Leslie Buerta. So, Grey in possession. To their big number 8, Tian Jonker. Jonker still going. Fourie, long pass from Fourie to their number 1, young Hendrik Wessels. He seems to be back. The interaction of long passes. There goes Nabok Sokoyi.
Oh, great defensive work there by Selborne.
Good hit there by Mapinda, 13 of Selborne. A little show of the ball there by Andrew Hugo Fenter. Du Plessis. Ian Small-Smith. All the way through to Tian Jonker. Good tackle there by Selborne. Javu. Oh, great tackle there by Sibusiso Javu. Certainly a try-saving tackle. Oh, and we've got a bit of fisticuffs here.
Nothing to worry about. I think it was just not hearing the whistle. And I don't think
moving the lipstick from one side to the other side.
Nothing in there. Great defensive work there by Selborne as they just got over the ball here. But great work by Grey Bloem as they keep on now trying to pick up the intensity. Great hands into passing here. And you can see the 11 here again. Knutsa just looking to work his way in. And great defensive work here by Jabu, just taking him out and eventually leading out to the touchline here as it was called out by the ref. But great defensive work there by Selborne. Great interplay yet again by the Grey Bloem side. Really working hard, trying to pick up that level, trying to get the ball moving across the field.
12 from Grey Bloem, Ian Small-Smith. He's been absolutely outstanding. He breaks a number of tackles. I was saying a little bit earlier as well, Johan Small-Smith, happy birthday for today.
Yeah.
And Selborne's throw in. Red zone, yeah, for Selborne. George Cronje in the front there for Grey Bloem, number 4. And Tian Fourie is coming off number 9, and 21 has come on for Grey Bloem. Tian Fourie's had an absolutely fantastic game.
Yep.
Good jump there by Jared Taylor. Joshua van Freden doing well. Opperman.
He's actually had a very good game today,
He's
Robbie. He's carried very well.
Yep, Warwick Day changes direction, straightens up. He's going to have to get the ball out there. O'Connell. Van Sale receiving ball and all. O'Connell up to Tonkin, Matthew Tonkin. Also had a good game today. Hussen. Just Selborne's just going lateral at this stage. Yeah, here goes Opperman again.
Good release.
Oh, great. Oh, great offload there by Warwick Day. They couldn't.
Craig's going to turn over here, Robbie. You got men on the outside. Oh!
Grey Bloem still in possession of the ball there. Franco Kutsa offloads to Ian Small-Smith. Good hands there by George Cronje. Met in the tackle there by Selborne. Good hit there by Matthew Tonkin. New scrum off on there. There goes Duplessis. Inside pass from Duplessis to Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Oh, Jan-Hendrik Wessels just couldn't get 2 hands onto the ball to offload. And Selborne gets another get out of jail free card.
Just great running lines there, Robbie. The new scrum off on, great feature, inside running. This is a prop forward running like this. Fantastic work there by the Selborne right wing, and just to offload.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have just carried the ball. He wasn't really in a good position to offload, and another knock on the try line for Grey Bloem.
I put my head on the block. That is an SA Schools number 1. I can tell you right now. He has been
absolutely massive, man. His space was open there, and as he got over there, he was held on there by the small right wing from Selborne, Bata, and just did enough to be able to help them on with a bad pass there.
Selborne's absorbing the pressure. They're absorbing the pressure. I mean, they're running from their 5 yard.
Yeah.
So certainly not worried about that. You know, they don't want to kick their possession away. They're keeping their possession, and Warwick Day is looking dangerous there.
Yep.
He slipped a couple of tackles.
A couple of times he's actually got out of them. Yeah, you can actually see the build up here from Grey was fantastic. The running line here was superb. Hit the space, and now he's looking to offload, which is the right thing, and absolutely did everything correct there. And for me, maybe holding on for another phase would have been the better option.
Or just putting two hands on it and then popping it up. So Selborne defense here. O'Connell feeds the ball.
A great exit kick there. The first time we've seen the ball be kicked out of space there by Selborne. Gray's taken a line out there just inside the halfway. As you can see the crowd clapping there. It's the first time Selborne has used the exit kick well today, and found their way just inside the half of their own half.
So it's Selborne possession. Just inside their halfway line. Are they going to go to Matthew Tonkin?
We've got Dangerman Dubs there. Great to see the schools have kept this tradition going. Travelling to Bloemfontein on the train as a school was always such an experience, and hope you're enjoying this coverage brought to you by School Sports Live. Bruce Kennedy, awesome to be able to watch this rugger from Perth.
I like that name, Dangerman Dubs.
Great work here by Gray.
Lost line out. Back in possession, yeah, goes Selborne.
20 on.
Josh Robert. No, it's not. Oh, good interaction there. Nakalashe tried to offload there to Jared Taylor and just couldn't.
Just a bit scrappy there from the line out, and knock on by Gray, knock on by Selborne. Game's just now starting to get to that point where someone's got to take it and start moving forward with it. So a couple of reserves on here. I think we've got number 20 on for Selborne. Grant Pretorius has moved in. I'm not too sure what position he's going to. And the fly half now is gone. He's also on. Jordan Coles has taken up his position. And like we said early on, Warwick Day has moved into the centre role.
So that's a feed in there by Grey Blum. Big number 8. Tian Yonka takes it up. Buerta's going to go all the way. He's got too much power, it's Buerta. Grey Blum scores the try in the corner there by big number 13, Leslie Buerta. Tree trunks as trees. Tree trunks as legs, I mean.
It was great work there, Robbie, but I thought they were going a bit lateral at one stage, going across, and they straightened the line well, and it just shows you just back yourself in certain ways. You can have a look here. The 8 just going across there, and just bad defensive work here. Cole's just been on the field yet again. Missed tackle there by Taylor, and then ball in the right hand off the defensive line, and once he got around that last tackle, it was all money for a try. Yeah. Teach your players like that, folks. Ball away from the contact of the player coming to defensive wise. Handoff was fantastic, and once he got past that last line of defense, try.
So 21 minutes gone here. Grey College 17, Selborne 8. Kick to come by FC du Plessis. It's too short. So score stays 17 points to 8. Up. Grey College up against Selborne College here. First match ever played was in 1994. Kevin Taylor was the coach there, and Selborne won that 95. Selborne went down, and then 96 Selborne won 15-14 in Bloem, and then from 97 to 2014 they had a drought, and it was all Grey Bloem. Deep kick there by Warwick Day. Big number 4 from Grey Bloem. George Cronier has got his hands on the ball there.
Whoa!
Oh. FC du Plessis just lifting his head there for a split second, and a knock on.
Folks, it's great work there from Selborne. They got inside from the kick. 14 was inside, it was a maul, and the ball was given to him. He can take the ball if he's in the possession of it from a maul, Robbie. And he came through quite legally there, and the ball popped out back out to the grey side, and then just a bit of pressure. And I think, like you said, just looked up, wanted to make the kick, and just took his eyes off the ball.
Arnold Hatting, Viva la Grey College, watching from cloudy London. Thank you for showing it. If you want to tweet, hashtag SSL Rugby. Grey Bloem in. Oh, Selborne still in possession of the ball there. O'Connell tries to dab. Needs to release the ball there.
Great
number
pick
20.
Up Pretorius.
Oof. Too high. There goes the goose. There goes Huissen still. SA Schools last year, 2018, vice captain of Selborne. Here goes Taylor, also SA Schools last year. And Selborne keep on going. Grant Pretorius. Dylan Minar's on the field. Good leg drive by Minar. He's got a release. Yeah, Minar. But it was offsides there. Good call there by Josh Kent. And penalty to Selborne on Grey Bloem's 5.
It was great work there by the great defensive work there, like Josh Kent and Neemtu there. Nothing wrong with him now on that move. They were early, obviously, going for the penalty early on. And the turnover ball was good there by the loose forwards, getting to the breakdown very quickly. I think Selborne need to just make sure they won the try line there, Robbie. They try and clean that ball a lot quicker and secure it. You can actually see as the ball came out wide.
I like Selborne to go 4 ball and pack it and drive it and just see how they can do.
Great defensive work there by Grey Bloem. You can see nothing wrong with the legal and the steal. And I think there's a line out now to Selborne just on the 5-yard line out. Huissen ball in hand.
He's got a huge future ahead of him, Jacques Huissen. Selborne still in possession. Oh, lock, George Crunier, doing some big work there for Grey Blum.
Yeah, Robbie, you can see that the ball's gone down, not safe. A couple of players in an awkward position. Great call by Mr. Kent. Slow it down, stop it down before anyone gets hurt, and scrum down there. Ball not really going to come out from that matter, and goes to the team moving forward, and that will be Selborne at this stage.
Just a little bit about the history as well. 2015, Selborne won that clash 22-18. 2016 and 17, they got a piece each, and they've only drawn one game. So summary played there. Grey have won 18 games, Selborne 5, and they've drawn 1. Total games played is 24. So it's been a great clash. Clash of the Titans, but certainly a Grey wave if you look at history books.
Yeah, we're just waiting at the little stopping play as there's an injury. You can see the crowd. Selborne boys are all wearing their caps. They're watching this game. As we have Selborne put the pudding 5 meters out, Robbie.
Yeah. Young Damon O'Connell's controlled things well. The base of the scrum there. Yeah, goes Masters. Raiden Masters. Well placed there by the boy. Just couldn't get. Yeah, goes the goose. Person's over. What does Josh Kent say, the ref? Potential knock on. Initially I thought it was a knock on.
We're in a very awkward position here. It might have gone backwards, but he's obviously just consulting with him. Called in also, just getting this is what I like about with Josh. Going back here, you can actually see, as we can see here, we weren't in a really good position, Robbie, with regards to where we're sitting. Ball's coming back here, which came out, which was great work here by Selborne. And then as it just goes wide, the offload was a knock-on, regathered again by Goosen, but unfortunately, like I said, execution wasn't so great.
The idea to offload the ball from Grant Pretorius was brilliant.
100%.
It was just the execution
yeah,
of it.
I think it seemed to be a little bit flat, a little bit wider from the man's hands. What I would like to see Selborne, their ball just at the breakdown, he's been a little bit slow to get the ball out. If they can maybe just speed that up just slightly, especially when they're 5 meters from the line, I think they will maybe get those gaps a little bit quicker.
The gap's second, third channel, not first channel, so the guys need to push the ball across.
You can see some of my one of my parents that are coaching in the stands there from Hudson Park. We even have coaches from all over the different schools coming to support the local side and to watch two big guns go at it.
The heat is on here. Damon O'Connell feeds. Masters at the back. Masters picks up to O'Connell. O'Connell darting through. Good possession of the ball there. There goes Goosen. He's been mammoth, Goosen. Here goes Nakalashe. Great leg drive there. O'Connell. Gia's big. Matthew Tonkin. Here goes Jared Taylor. Big leg drive there by Taylor. Need to speed it up a bit. Oh, good hands there by Warren Day. Can he make it? Good retention of possession there, Warwick. Day. Here goes Goosen again. 2 meters out, meter out. O'Connell.
Huge space on the outside
Taylor.
there. They can just get it wide quickly.
There's a massive overlap. Massive overlap. That's been closed there by Grey Blum. And here goes Selborne. Warwick Day's moved from the left right to the right side of the field.
Yeah, Robbie, that ball should have gone to face earlier. They had 3 men open wide spaces. I reckon if that pass had gone once, twice, they would have scored. And while they were calling here, you can actually see the ball went out wide off the shoulder, picked up again here by Warwick Day. Just
so close.
Inches short of the line. And ball should have gone wide quicker. As you see, Gray's taking a quick one. And Coles has got the ball as Selborne look now to counter-attack.
Yeah, good. Selborne in position. O'Connell, Coles. Back to Goosen. There goes Warwick Day. He's really tried this youngster. He's really put his body on the line. O'Connell. There goes Masters. Good bounce there by Masters. Makes another 3-4 meters. O'Connell. Coles. Nakalashe. Good leg drive there by the prop. Jared Taylor, big bounce there by Jared Taylor, dropped his shoulder. O'Connell. Pretorius. O'Connell. Coles, good pick up there by Coles. Josh van Vreden. O'Connell. Coles again, flat pass there. Selborne still in possession on just over Gray's on the halfway line. Coles again in possession. Oh, it's great. Tian Jonker makes about 15 meters. Here goes Ian Small-Smith. Good offload there by Ian Small-Smith. JD Oudendal pushed out there. Big hit by Joshua van Vreden of Selborne.
Yeah, you can see the great work here by the Grey boys looking to come on, and great work here by the fullback Javu, and then just coming in there from the flank, taking in and helping and assisting, which is fantastic work there. Great turnover ball by Grey, straight away on the front foot and getting that ball out to wide as quickly as I can. Selborne are really hanging on here with everything they've got.
Well, let me tell you, Lyle, schoolboy rugby to the max, isn't it? It's been fantastic rugby.
Hard.
Everything that we've wanted. Tough, hard, physical.
We've got boys down on the far side there. Yeah, great work. Here's that bounce by Jared Taylor. Great work here. Selborne looked like they wanted to speed up the play there, which we've just spoken about there now, and getting the ball out a little bit quicker, which has happened.
And he timed that so well, did Taylor. As the guy came in, he bounced, he dropped.
You can just see a couple of guys getting a bit of cramp. They've given everything they've got here in this game.
Oh, Yeso Jani is on, number 16 for Selborne. Matthew Tonkin. Van Vreden gets knocked back. Well placed by Van Vreden. Josh Roberts, first touch of the ball. Oh, yeah. Oh, Grey College over the line there. And bodies strewn everywhere. It looks like a war zone here. The big lock, George Cronje, has been mammoth in the tight as well as the loose. You can see
great work there.
Hands on the knees there.
A gentleman on now from grey number 3. We don't have the reserves on, but absolutely great running line. And yet again, on the try line, so was the fences held out. Yet again, held up again, and we go back for a 5-meter scrum to Grey, and I can guarantee now they're going to pick up the intensity now in these last few 4 minutes. It's like 3-4 minutes to go in the game. You can see another Selborne boy down. They've given everything they've got here, Robbie.
We have a correction, 45 Springboks, not 48. Dug deep into archives. Up until 1929, Selborne Masters teachers could still play rugby and could play in the Selborne first team. That changed in 1930 after Dell called off the game in 1929. So much history on these fields right now.
As you can see, we've got an injury to one of the Selborne boys. I'm not too sure who it is. I don't know if it is Goosen.
Selborne is attending the Kersney Festival from the 18th to the 22nd of April. That's coming up. So guys in Durban, you can, alma mater, you can check your guys. Goosen is going to be going off. Vice captain of Selborne, SA Schools player 2018.
It looks like he's got a shoulder injury there or a rib injury, I'm not too sure.
Bit of concern there, I'm sure, for Selborne.
And we've got Pateni back on the field.
Selborne boys trying to G up their first team. Yeah, there we go. And it's to the blind. Big number 11 there. Franco Gutsa has been mammoth there as well. Penalty calls it. Josh Kent. Penalty on Selborne's 5-yard. Grey still, it's all Grey Bloom right now. Bucas taps and goes. Good defense by Selborne. Big number 7, John LaRue, met in the tackle. Yeah. George Cronier going for the line, just couldn't get there. And he was there. Knock on.
Selborne's defensive work on the try line today has been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah.
As you watch her, they're throwing their bodies all over the place here. Another great tackle as he just got himself in there. As he lunges it again,
well,
you can
Josh
see
Roberts did so well. The number 21 that's come on for Selborne. He's also went to SA Squash Champs. He's apparently outstanding at hockey as well. There was toss-up rugby hockey. So talented young man. Josh feeds the ball in. Roberts, Vapansela. Oh, Roberts being cleaned out there. Here goes Pateni. It's like just one big muscle is Pateni. Roberts down to Tonkin.
Yes.
Met in the tackle there by Grey Blum. Big number 5, Dunvik Björkers. Yagos Coles looking all the way down to 10 yard, and now there's a counter attack here by Grey Blum. JD Oudendal met in the tackle there by Selborne. Grey Blum still in attack there. Good leg drive there by Leslie Buerta. Long pass there by Duplessis. Yeah, Duplessis got a brilliant pass, left and right.
Grey, if that ball had gone to hand, Robbie, they were all in the money there. I can guarantee for in the try yet again. Silly little error has cost them again. They've had 3 or 4 tries, opportunities where they've been tackled on the try line or even over the try line where the ball has been lost forward or knocked on. They've squandered another opportunity. Basics is just simple. Hold on to the ball, points on the board.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic conditions here in East London. If you've just joined us, welcome to School Sports Live. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We've got some hashtag SSL Rugby.
Great work here by Nella de Sal. Someone was absolutely clever to always keep ball even inside their own 22, never kick to Grey. That itself saves Selborne a few tries where Grey usually punish teams. Exactly good work. I tell you now, that comes down to the coaching that you say they, Piwe, as I can tell you, that's part of their game plan. Keep possession and hold on to the ball.
Selborne also produced some Springboks. Mark Andrews, Brent Russell. Mark played in the 1995 World Cup. If you mentioned, I mentioned a little bit earlier, bumped into Andre Fenter. What a fantastic guy.
You can see the crowd of the boys here watching on as we come down to the last few minutes. Folks, you might understand why we're playing longer than 35 minutes. Remember, our clock doesn't stop. The ref's watch does stop for any injury. There's been a few injuries in the second half.
Yeah. So I see O'Connell's come back to scrum off. There goes Gianni. O'Connell's back at scrum off. Pateni. Good leg drive by Pateni. O'Connell. Coles. Good step there by Selborne. O'Connell looking for support. There goes Jared Taylor. Taylor's got the power. Taylor keeps going. 3 big push-offs there by Jared Taylor. Certainly put his body on the line as Jared Taylor today. And Josh Roberts continues the momentum. Hard work is done there by Joshua van Vreden. And Selborne just inside their halfway line. And Warwick Day, I'm certainly will look for the touch. Yeah, look at this. Power. There's one more. Goodbye.
Body position was never in a great position there, Robbie. Trying to take a man around the shoulders of that size. You've got to go in low and you've got to hold on to your tackle.
Otherwise it's hello nurse. Selborne on attack. Can they bounce back here? Time up. Matthew Tonkin. Oh, Yiso Gianni, possession of the ball there for Selborne. O'Connell looking for someone to run on him. Joshua van Frieden does fantastic, gets 5 to 6 meters. Josh Roberts over the ball there.
It's a great counter ruck in there.
Big clean out there by Gray Blum. There goes Pateni. Never given up, that young man. Pateni. O'Connell.
That's where you tackle Robbie nice and
yeah.
low.
Coles. Yeah. Grant Pretorius just lifting his head there. Gray Blum now on attack. Leslie Bueta. Jan Hendrik Wessels. Been quiet, a little bit quieter this second half. I think it was that up and under. Was tired. Good straight in there by Gray Blum. Oh, here goes their big number 20. Oh. Offloaded there to Franco Kutza, but forward. Good, well spotted there by Josh Kent. How difficult is it as a ref to miss things, Lal? We've got television. How difficult is it?
You could see just the number 20 from Gray. His feet work was fantastic, moving well. And as he offloads, you could see there on the video, it was forward pass. And Kunutso is in for all money. But like I said, yet again, little errors are just stepping in the way of Gray to just be a little bit more clinical. And like I said, you miss him very quickly, Robbie. Let me tell you, you're watching the game. But like I said, it happened in front of him and he made the right call.
Yeah. O'Connell. Oh, scrappy ball at the back there for O'Connell. Good work there by Masters. Yeah, Raider Masters certainly puts a lot of hard work in that you actually don't see. He's not the limelight player, but he does the dog work, and that's. Oh, Yiso Gianni. Selborne just a little bit scrappy at the moment. Well, it's time up here. I think it's a tap and go. You got to go. Can they salvage something? 17-8 to Gray Blum. Good kick there by Warwick Day. So I'd say probably one more line out there, La.
Yeah, if you look at the clock, there's about 40 seconds going down. Yeah, so I'm assuming this is the last line out for Selborne. And these boys have thrown everything in, both from Gray Blum as well as from Selborne. It's been a really, really physical contest at up front, and someone really tried to play the best game plan they could against a very well drilled Grey side.
Long overthrow there. Jared Taylor on the ball, but couldn't gain possession. Gray Blum in possession. Duplessis, long pass. As I said, left and right. Oudendal, well tackled there by Van Sale from Selborne.
And that's it, Robbie.
Josh Kent calls the game here at East London. Grey College 17 and Selborne 8. Lal, what a fantastic schoolboy game.
Yeah, very physical game, and they can say they can see the type of game plan Selborne were going to play. They were going to try and keep their ball, keep their possession as much as they did, which I think for them it did work. The end score, obviously 17-8 to Grey. Grey took the opportunities when they had them. They didn't have much possession, I would say, based on the way Selborne played. But yet again, they ran away 3 tries to 1. Yeah. All credit to Grey. I think Selborne frustrated them a lot. The score could have been a lot more. 4 tries, I would say, on the try line that were held up by Selborne, a knock-on going over the line. So all credit to Selborne for their gutsy defence. But like I said, I wouldn't say it would be Grey's best game. They made a lot of errors, a lot of sort of scoring trying errors. But like I said, well done to Selborne. They were gutsy on defence. They didn't give up. They didn't show their weak hand, I would say. And they end up score being 17-8 to Grey.
Well, thanks to our viewers across the globe. Thanks to School Sports Live, and we'll catch you soon. And thanks very much, Lal. And we'll catch you. That is the final score: 17 to Grey College, Selborne 8.
Idiotic. You stupid. No, you're stupid. Wow. Wow. Wow, you. On to me first. I'll ask you first.